I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video, Wednesday, the 25th of August. Another pretty comfortable afternoon. No doubt the worst of the summer heat is behind us now. In fact, it looks like Birmingham might stay under 90 for the second day in a row. Let's go to some of the Skycam shots around the network. First off, from Demopolis, overlooking the sparkling water of the Tombigbee River. Kind of a hazy, sunny, late August afternoon. We'll check the Skycam in Prattville, down in Autauga County, right there at Cobbs Ford Road. Sky mostly sunny, north of Montgomery. And from Tuscaloosa, that's the view there from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, looking over toward the Warrior River and the Hugh Thomas Bridge. Yeah, buddy, here comes a new surge of dry air. See that secondary front lined up from near Pittsburgh down to Dallas-Fort Worth, and that will simply keep this kind of weather in place for a while. Keep the nights fairly cool for August. Lows down in the 60s and highs around 90. We'll check the temperatures around the nation. Behind that secondary front looks pretty good up north. Look at the 60s over Minnesota at 2 o'clock. And around here, yeah, Birmingham 87. Temperatures are under guidance values. Most of the statistical guidance had us up in the low 90s today. Looks like some folks won't get out of the mid-80s north of here. Look at Coleman, 84. So the guidance running too hot, and nobody griping about that. So a very real chance we'll have 2 days in a row with a high below 90. That's good. Check the QPF chart. Rain for the next 5 days. Not very much. This is valid through Monday morning at 7, suggesting nothing for the northern third of the state. The big numbers are down there in the western Gulf with a tropical-type low drifting west, but that should not affect us. In fact, our weather really looks pretty dry for the next 2 weeks, as you'll see. All right, tropical weather. You need a program to keep up with them. 1, 2, 3, 4 to identify. We've got the Gulf of Mexico convection that's disorganized. Hurricane Danielle, Tropical Depression 7, soon to be Hurricane Earl, and that wave coming off the coast of Africa that soon should be Fiona. Yeah, you just think of Shrek when you hear that word. I don't know. First off, in the Gulf, close to home, disorganized convection down there. Upper air winds not especially favorable for anything to get its act together, but the low pressure that's down there should be drifting west toward Texas, and I would still be watching that if I were in Brownsville or Corpus Christi or Galveston. We'll just see, but again, nothing happening there for now. Here's our two systems in the central Atlantic. Danielle on the left and TD7 on the right. And again, TD7 should be Tropical Storm Earl soon enough. And both of those are excellent candidates for recurvature, not bothering land. This one, the one coming off the coast of Africa, that should be Fiona at some point down the line as the wave train is cranking out the hits. And let's just kind of take them one at a time. We'll look at the two systems that are current cyclones. One is Hurricane Danielle. There's the modeling. Very good agreement. Models took this thing to the north, and they keep it east of 65 west, or east of the island of Bermuda this weekend. There's the intensity forecast on Danielle. Most models keep this thing in Category 2 strength, and it tails off in about 5 days as it gets over cooler water up there. And there's the official track from the Hurricane Center for Danielle. They've got it Monday morning northeast of Bermuda. And again, you can see how the Hurricane Center keeps the center of this thing east of 65 west. I think that's a good call. It's going to move north and recurve. Shouldn't bother anybody. All right, TD7, soon to be Earl. Modeling, again, very consistent. They bring it to the west-northwest. Again, this will not be affecting the Leeward Islands or Puerto Rico if you got a cruise coming up. And look at the intensity forecast, and models just ramp this thing right up to a Category 1, maybe a Category 2 hurricane. So it looks like this will be Hurricane Earl at some point relatively soon. There's a look at the official forecast from the Hurricane Center on TD7. Monday morning at 8 o'clock, they've got that thing located northeast of the Leeward Islands. And again, it's a good candidate for recurvature, as you'll see. Let's look at the GFS that'll identify all of these. This is valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Thursday at 500 millibars, trough over the east. Down below that, we got a fresh supply of drier air, so it should be a mostly sunny day with a high close to 90. Some spots could be in the upper 80s. The Gulf stays unsettled. Friday, we note that convection seems to be a little centered over the western Gulf. We stay dry, and there's Danielle in the right-hand part of the screen. Saturday, the western Gulf is unsettled. Danielle is moving north, and around here, again, there's some evidence there might be enough moisture for a few isolated showers, but nothing really beyond that. And I guess we might mention a slight chance of a shower, but no big deal. And then Sunday, that new push of dry air from the north comes in here, the northeast, a wedge-type thing. And again, that would be a sunny day with the highs maybe upper 80s. Danielle looks pretty powerful out there, but it's moving due north, not affecting the U.S., and whatever's in the western Gulf should be drifting toward the Texas coast at that point on Sunday. Go to Monday of next week. Ooh, look at the 594 ring up northeast of here. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Buffalo. They'll be well up in the 90s. Welcome to our world. And down at the surface, there's Danielle moving slowly north. Dry air is the story. We stay sunny. Tuesday of next week. Danielle moving north. Look at Earl coming on in the lower right-hand part of the picture. And Wednesday of next week, Danielle moves northeast. Earl moves north. I'm telling you, Earl is just following Danielle. I mean, literally within a few hundred miles of each other based on modeling here. Thursday of next week, September the 2nd, Earl is moving north. Look how dry we are. It might not rain a drop here for 2 weeks. September 3rd, we're bone dry. Earl is moving north. And on September 4th, Earl is kind of flirting with the Canadian Maritimes. And understand, this is voodoo country. This is beyond 7 days. I say Earl is an excellent candidate to recurve like that. I'm not saying it will. It's a little early to be specific on that. That might change. But for now, it looks like both Danielle and Earl will recurve. And by golly, we're still dry on the 4th of September. Into the forecast, September the 10th. 594 heat bubble over the southeast, and down below that, guess what? We're still pretty dry. You figure at some point the tropics could bite us, but it looks like all of these active systems for the next couple of weeks will stay away from us for now. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you are local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.